Hey everyone, I hope all of you are doing great. Well, we started with the SPM BV Fast Track Batch for CMA Finals. This is lecture number 3. If you have not watched the previous lecture, I'll put the link somewhere over here. Please do watch the lecture and proceed with this one. And also one more reminder, this is one of the last lecture which we are posting it for free. All the lecture afterwards will be on paid basis. So make sure if you want to purchase these lectures, make sure you WhatsApp on the number given in the description box. Okay. Now, talking about merger acquisition, we're down with 2 lectures. I think you are in a comfortable position to solve the sums. Talking about sums also, we're doing it from my collection of sums from the past examination, RTPs, your postal papers, plus your study mat questions, roughly 28 questions. So we are getting a mix of both. Okay. Now, talking about today's day, the day number 3, I picked up one of my collection also, the important question, and also your study mat question as we're doing it, continuing it from day number 2. Also, last but not the least, please do practice the questions. Please do write it. Do not do it orally. Try to practice the question without looking in the answer. Because if you get the habit of looking the answer, and then solving it, it will be of no use. You will be only mentally satisfied at that point of time that you have done it. But trust me, when you go to the examination hall, you will be blank. Okay. Your exams are offline. Please practice. Okay. Now, straight to today's lecture. Question number 7. Okay. Thalassa Limited are exploring the options of acquiring Casa Playa Limited following other details. Okay. Now, there are 2 companies, Thalassa Limited and Casa Playa Limited. Now, Thalassa Limited is the acquiring company and Casa Playa is the target company. Okay. Now, let us see. Investors, now remember one thing. I forgot to mention that. This is an important question. This is an important question. Okay. You'll understand why it is important. Okay. Chalo. Investors currently expect a growth of 6%. So right now they're expecting 6, that's your G. In the earnings and dividends of Casa Playa Limited, Thalassa Limited are very confident of improving this growth rate to 8%. So the company, the acquiring company, Thalassa company, so they are promising the shareholders of the target company that we can improve the growth to 8%. So are they going to decrease something just by increasing the growth? No. But improved management controls, okay, at no incremental investment. That means there is no risk at all. They're not borrowing anything. They're doing nothing. So they're just increasing the growth, okay. Okay, the 4 questions, okay. What is the gain from acquisition? So they are asking you what are the merger gains. That's the first time this question has come. Because till now, whatever we have solved, there was no question on merger gains. Second, what would be the cost to Thalassa Limited if it pays 25 in cash for each share of Casa Playa? So remember one thing, this is your cash offer question. I've already given you the steps in lecture number 1. This is your cash offer. So it is an upfront payment of 25 to all the shareholders of the Casa Playa Limited. Next, what will be the cost to Thalassa Limited if it were to allow shares in the ratio of 1:3? So can I say one thing? This is the stock offer. This is the stock offer. This is the stock offer. Okay. So one question we have asked of cash and one is of stock. Okay. They have given a share exchange ratio also. They made life pretty easier. Question number 4. How would the cost of cash offer and the shares offer differ if the growth is only 6% and not 8% as already mentioned? Okay. So the 4th question is obviously what you should have not done. So they have already mentioned 8% over there. For the first 3 questions, we need to solve it by 8%. And then the 4th question will be back to 0. We have to solve it again by 6%. Okay. Afterwards. First, we'll bang on the first 3 questions. Okay. Now, how to start? Think on it. Do not rely on me solving it. I'm telling you again. If you know something, pause the video, start doing it and then start. Okay. Because see, there's some concept which you already know. For example, in this solution, how to start off with these type of questions. Okay, it's one of a kind. They've given you growth over here. Now for this question, your cost of capital should be and your dividend policy should be very much intact. Okay. Now, first of all, we need to compute the market price. Now, before also computing that, we need to compute cost of equity. Cost of equity. And we are targeting the target company. Okay, that is class supplier. I'll tell you why. Okay, now what is the formula for K? I hope you guys remember. It is D1 upon P0 plus growth. Okay, now how much is what is D1? Expected dividend. Okay, so they've already given you a dividend over here, that is 0.80. So that is your D0. So 0.80. And what is the growth for which existing growth is how much? It is 6%. So plus 6%, you will get 0.848. How much is the price right now? What is the price right now? It is rupees 20. And the growth is 0.066%. Okay, how much is the answer? 10.24%. So why on earth are we doing this? Why on earth are we doing cost of equity? You'll understand that in 1 minute. Okay, see, remember one thing. The shareholders are expecting 10.24% from CASA Playa. They're giving 6% growth rate. Now remember one thing, when Thalassa Limited comes into the picture, they're promising the shareholders that, boss, we will give you what you want. You want 10.24%, we will give you 10.24%, no problem. But also we are increasing the growth. Your company is giving you growth of only 6%. We are promising you 8%. So does that affect the price? That is what we need to compute. Okay. Now, one question over here. One point over here. Please do write this. See, there is only Thalassa Limited. I'll write and give it to you. Thalassa Limited is promising growth. Is promising growth of how much? 8% at no incremental cost. At no incremental cost. There is no risk involved. This means there is no extra risk undertaken by the shareholders. Undertaken by the shareholders. This means what? They will be expecting 10.24% only. That will be the same KE afterwards also. So, if I want to compute the price afterwards, pay attention please. See, price of CASA Playa under the management of Thalassa. So what is the meaning of this? That if Thalassa grows and controls over CASA Playa, is there any price change? See, right now what is the price? Right now it is rupees 20. It is given the question. But what if Thalassa comes into the picture with 8% growth? Will that affect the price? That is what we are checking. Okay, we'll check now. So what is the formula for price? CMA inter P0. I hope you remember. P0 D1 upon KA minus G. And if you do not remember, just chill out. Okay, this is the same formula. The only thing is the substitution of P0 has gone to the left hand side. Okay, chalo. P0 D1 is how much? So it will be the same thing, but by the growth will be different. So it will be 0.8 only plus your 8%, because now it is 8%, boss. It will be 0.864. I hope you're matching my wavelength. 0.864 divided by cost of equity, you already computed. It is 10.24 minus growth is 8%. Okay. Now just see what is the answer in this. 0.08, 0.864 divided by this, it will be 38.57. Just see if you're getting this or not. So this is a new price under the management of Thalassa Limited. Now see the difference. I hope you've got this. The old price of CASA Playa was rupees 20. Under management of Thalassa it is 38.57. What is the first question they're asking you? What is the gain from this acquisition? Yes, there is a gain. And the gain is how much? Gain from acquisition. So it will be 38.57 minus the old price, rupees 20. This is the price into how many shares does the Kasapla have? I think the 6 lakhs. 6 lakhs shares. So the answer will be 1 crore 11 lakh 42,857. This is your answer number 1. Okay, we have got this thing. Next. Okay, now we've done with this question. What would be, now we are starting with the offer, the cash offer and then the stock offer. Okay, the first one, if you're paying 25 for every shareholder of Kasapla, what would be the scenario? Okay, what would be the cost basically? So let's do the second question. Cash offer. Okay, now cash offer first. Merger gains, the gains have already computed, so that step is gone. The second step is the price paid. So how much the price paid? Rupees 25 into 6 lakh shares. How much is this? 1 crore 50 lakhs. 1 crore 50 lakh rupees. That's the price paid. Okay. Second, cost of merger. How will you compute this? Cost of merger, I've already told you how to do it. So cost of merger, the price paid, which is 1 crore 50 lakhs, and you have to check out the value of the company before the merger. See the price, what exactly you are paying. Is it right? Is less? Is it more? So the price of Kasapla before the merger is basically very simple. Number of shares into market price per share. So number of shares was how much? 6 lakhs. And how much was the market price? It was rupees 20. So it is basically 1 crore 20 lakhs. And you have paid 1 crore 50. That means what? 30 lakhs you have paid extra. That is your cost. And that is your goodwill. If you've watched the first, you'll understand this. Cost of merger. Price paid. Minus value of target company. That is Kasapla. Value of target company before the merger. Okay, price paid, you already got it. It is 1 crore 50 lakhs minus value of target, that is, I've already told you how to do it, rupees 20 into 6 lakhs. Okay, go step by step. You have marks for presentation. Okay, and now your answer will be final. Rupees 30 lakhs is your answer. 30 lakhs is your answer for second question. Okay, that is your cash offer. Next is what? So this is done. Next is your stock offer. 1:3 is a share exchange ratio. So we'll write that. That's the third one. Stock offer. And the share exchange ratio is 1:3. Okay, so if you have 3 shares in your Kasapla, you will get 1 share in Thalassa. Okay, so we can do step by step. I've already told you, if you compute share exchange ratio, there are 2 steps which come additionally. One, the second step after share exchange ratio is how many new shares will the company issue, and the third step obviously will be the total number of shares. Okay, now I'll just put a before that one tip of the day. Okay, pay attention. See, whenever there is cash offer, no, the price is already given. Price is given. Okay, so but in case of stock offer, there will not be any price being given. Okay, so in that case, your theory market price, that is TMP, will come into the picture. You need to compute this price. We've already computed before. I've told you how to do it. Okay. Now, step by step, share action ratio already you have, so there's no need to compute. What you need to compute is number of shares to be issued. Number of shares to be issued. Okay, very simple. So it's 1:3. How much shares does CASA Apply have? Just go and check. It is 6 lakhs. So what you will do is 6 lakhs into 1 divided by 3. This will be 2 lakh shares. This will be 2 lakh shares. Okay. So number of shares to be issued to the shareholders of CASA Apply. Now second, total number of shares. Number of shares, that will be the original shares of Thalassa Limited, that will be 10 lakhs, and this issued 2 lakhs, so it will be 12 lakhs plus 2 lakhs. The answer will be 12 lakh total number of shares. Okay, this will help us in calculating the theory market price. Now, after this, computation of TMP, computation of theory market price. Okay, that is the expected price. Now, how to do this? Market cap of Thalassa Limited, that is both the companies will come into this picture. Also, merger gains will also come. In this question, there is merger gains. Market cap of CASA Apply plus merger gains whole divided by total number of shares. Okay, now what is the market cap of Thalassa? So 10 lakh other shares, and what is the price? It is 90. So this will be 9 crores plus market capital of CASA Apply. It is I think 1 crore 20 lakhs. 6 lakhs was the share and 20 was the price. Merger gains, we have already completed merger gains. I think it's 1 crore 11 lakh if I'm not wrong. Yes, this is it. 1 crore 11 lakh 42,857. 1 crore 11 lakh 42,857. Okay. Whole divided by the total number of shares. Those are 12 lakhs. Those are 12 lakhs. Okay. Now what is the answer to this? The answer is 94.28. 94.28. Now that is the TMP, the theory market price. Okay, and now we will compute the cost of merger under stock offer. Now you can do. So the price paid will be how much? The price paid will be how much? So number of shares issued. So I think we have completed 2 lakhs. So number of shares issued. That is what we are giving them, right? Number of shares issued into the theory market price. So this is 2 lakhs into rupees 94.28 approx. The answer will be into 94.28, 18 lakh 85, sorry, 1 crore 88 lakh 56,000. 1 crore 88 lakh 56,000. Okay. Now that is the price paid. Now how to compute the cost of merger? Cost of merger under the stock offer. Price paid minus the value of transferor. That's the same step before the merger. Okay, that is 6 lakh into rupees 20. Price paid is how much? 1 crore 88 lakh 56,000 minus 1 crore 20 lakhs. How much is the answer? 68,56,000. 68,56,000. That is the final cost under stock offer. Okay. We're down with, I think, 1 or 2 questions, 3 questions we are down. Okay. And the fourth question is again back to square one. You know why? They're telling if 8% was not in the picture only. It was not in the picture at all. Assume that it is 6% only. Then what is going to differ? Now you please think and answer this question. If 8% was not there in the whole picture only, the merger gains will not come. Because why did merger gains come? Just recollect. There was a difference in the price of Casa Playa. 20 and we took out 30, where is this? 38.57. And because of the difference, merger gains were there. Now tell me one thing, if 6% was to continue, will it affect the cash offer? No, it will not affect the cash offer, because in the total cash offer, there is no question of merger gains. So if it was 6%, the answer will remain the same for what? Cash offer. But in case of stock offer, it is going to change. How it will change? Please tell me. See, this will become 0. I hope you're getting. Okay. Now, fourth. So in this only the stock offer is going to change. Stock offer is going to change. If G is 6%, so your TMP is going to change. So what will be your TMP? See, I'm doing this. So it will be 9 crores plus, how much is this? 1 crore 20 lakhs plus 0, but there is no merger gains at all. Whole divided by 12 lakhs. What is the answer? And the answer is rupees 85. That is the TMP. Now what we'll do is same steps. Price paid 85 into 2 lakh shares. The whole thing will be same. The answer will be rupees 1 crore 70 lakhs. Next, the cost of merger. Now this will be how much? The price paid minus the value. Price paid is 1 crore 70 lakhs minus the value. Before the merger it was 1 crore 20 lakhs. What will be the answer? The answer will be rupees 50 lakhs. This is the answer if 6% is to continue. As simple as that. Okay. Mark this question as very important. Okay. It is not there in a study material. So we'll move on to the next question. The next question is from your study material. That is question number 10. Question number 10. Okay. Mark this as important. We are going to do a couple of questions more from our institute material today. So please mark every question what you do. Okay. We'll start reading this. Pay attention. XYZ Limited is considering merger with ABC Limited. XYZ Limited share are currently traded at rupees 25. It has 2 lakh shares outstanding. Its PAT is 4 lakhs. This is the information of XYZ. ABC Limited, same information is given. Can we do one thing? Now this is completely theory. Okay, we can do it a tabular format. Okay, and then we can just start jotting it down. So same information, just put it in table. Okay, particulars. Then XYZ Limited and ABC Limited. Okay, simple. Now first is your market price per share. This is rupees 25. Then you have number of shares. That is 2 lakh. Next you have profit after tax. That is rupees 4 lakh. This is of XYZ Limited. Now ABC Limited, your market price per share is how much? 12.5. Next, your number of shares, it is 1 lakh. Next, profit after tax, it is rupees 1 lakh again. Simple. I've just jotted the information in a tabular format. That's it, simple. Now, what exactly is happening over here? The merger will be affected by means of a stock exchange swap, that is a stock offer. ABC Limited has agreed to plan under which XYZ Limited will offer the current market value of ABC Limited. This means what? XYZ Limited is the acquiring company and ABC Limited is the target company. Okay, simple. They've asked you 3 questions. The first question, what is the pre-merger EPS and the P ratio? I think it's a very simple, straightforward question. So we can just start doing it. Your EPS will be what? Your profit after tax, that is earnings divided by total number of share, which is right in front of you. 4 lakh divided by 2 lakh, this will be rupees 2 and this will be rupees 1. Simple. Your PE ratio, MPS upon EPS. So you have got that also. So 25 divided by 2, this will be 12.5 times and even this will be 12.5 times. So your first question is done. Okay. Your second question, if ABC Limited PE ratio is 8, remember one thing, that talking about this company. Okay. What happens in the examination flow, you completely rely on the first column. Okay. That's, you start picking up figures from there. So they're talking about ABC Limited. Make sure you know your focus has to be on that column itself. Okay. It is 8. Abhi kitna hai? Now it is how much? It is 12.5. Okay. What it is current market price per share? So if the P ratio is 8, what is the revised MPS? So we'll solve for them. For ABC Limited. Okay. P ratio is changed. What is the market price per share? We'll do it. Your P ratio is 8, we don't know the market price, we will take it out, and EPS is how much? The EPS is 1. So therefore the new market price under P ratio 8, this will be rupees 8. Okay. Second question, first sub question answer. Next, what is the exchange ratio? Now the exchange ratio, since they've already told us to compute the market price, so this means the base has to be market price itself. So the share exchange ratio will be market price per share of transferor company divided by market price per share of transferee company. Okay, very simple. Okay, so ABC Limited, it is the transferor company, so we've already got rupees 8 over here. And transferee company market price per share is how much? It is 25. It is rupees 25. So how much is the answer? 8 divided by 25. It is 0.32. What is the meaning of 0.32? This is 0.32 is to 1. For every 1 share in target company, you will get 1 share of acquiring company share. Okay. So I have told you already, if you compute share exchange ratio, 2 steps come by default. 1, number of new shares issued and total number of shares. So start doing that also. Number of shares issued. So please go and check how much are the existing shares of the transferor company, the target company. It is 1 lakh. So 1 lakh into 0.32 will be how much? 32,000. This will be 32,000 shares. Okay. Now what will be the total number of shares after the merger? Total number of shares. So for this you need to go and check the acquiring company's right now shares, and that is 2 lakhs. So 2 lakhs plus 32,000 shares, this will be 2 lakh 32,000 total shares. Okay. Now remember one thing, what is the question? The current market price is done, current exchange ratio is done. One sec, 32, yes. And next, what will be XYZ Limited post-merger EPS? So for the post-merger EPS, total earnings will come together and total number of shares will come together, which you already have. Okay. So next question, post-merger EPS. Post-merger EPS. So for this, the total earnings of both the companies. So EPS is 2 lakhs into 2. This is 4 lakhs and this is 1 lakh into 1. That is obviously 1 lakh, that is 5 lakhs. Okay. The total earnings are how much? rupees 4 lakhs plus rupees 1 lakh whole divided by 2,32,000 shares. The answer is rupees 2.155. Okay, this is your post EPS. Okay, now, so the third question, it's a very tricky question, so please make sure you do it very properly. Okay, so they are asking you what must be the exchange ratio, the share exchange ratio, which you've already computed. Okay, if the pre and post merger of XYZ Limited EPS is to be the same. So they want such a kind of share exchange ratio where the EPS of XYZ Limited, the pre and the post are to be same. So we can do reverse calculation for this. Remember one thing. Okay. So now we've already computed the post merger EPS. Now we've already computed 2.155, but they want this answer to be 2. So we can do that. So what we'll do is, see, this is for only your reference. So what you can do is, this answer is 2. Obviously we know this thing. The earnings are not going to change. It is going to be rupees 5 lakh. You need this answer. So what will you do? As simple as that. Yes. You will do 5 lakhs divided by 2. What is this? And what exactly have you computed this? 2,50,000. So 2,50,000 are the shares. 2,50,000 are the total shares. Okay. Which are to be issued. The total number of shares. Okay. Now remember one thing. XYZ Limited has 2 lakh shares only. This means what? It needs to issue how much? Yes, 50,000. So the answer which you have already got, see over here. This answer you have already got 32,000. Now the new answer, this has to be 50,000 shares. Now please tell me, what will you do? 1 lakh into what is 50,000? Yes, obviously the answer is 0.5. This is the answer for share exchange ratio. So 0.5:1 is a new share exchange ratio to keep the EPS of XYZ Limited pre and post to be the same. Okay, I hope you've got this thing. 0.5. So 2,50,000. Next, number of shares issued. How much it will be? Number of shares issued. I think it was 2 lakhs, right? So 2,50,000 minus 2 lakhs. This will be 50,000 shares. Okay, 50,000 shares. One sec. Yes. And next, the share exchange ratio. It will be how much? 1 lakh divided by, I think I've got it right. One sec. Where it is? Here. So 50,000 divided by 1 lakh. This will be 0.5. This is your new share exchange ratio. As simple as that. Okay. We move on to the next question. This question is also from a study material. This is question number 11. Okay. Please start ticking off all these questions. Okay. Chalo, we'll start reading. Company X is contemplating the purchase of company Y. Okay. The company X is the acquiring company. Company Y is the target company. Company X has 3 lakh shares having a market price of 30. Okay. While company Y has 2 lakh shares at rupees 20 per share. EPS is 4 and 2.25 of company X and Y respectively. So for this also you can make the table, because the information is given in the paragraph format. Okay. So before reading ahead, we'll just put it down. In the tabular format. X limited and Y limited. Okay. Particulars. Shares. Company X has shares how much? 3 lakhs. Market price is how much? Rupees 30. Okay. Next, company Y has 2 lakh shares. So we'll write it over here. Next, market price per share is rupees 20. Next, EPS of 4 and 2.25. EPS are rupees 4 and rupees 2.25. Okay, just write the information. Next, management of both the company discussing 2 alternative proposals for exchange of shares. Okay, so 2 proposals ahead of them. So one is in proportion to relative earnings per share of 2 companies. So see, both these are stock offer. Okay, Both these are stock offer only. There is no cash offer. The first one is on the basis of EPS. So EPS transferor company divided by EPS transferee company. And the second is 0.5:1. So if you have one share in the target company, you will get 0.5 shares in the acquiring company. You are required to calculate the EPS after merger under two alternatives. We'll calculate and give it to them. And to also show the impact on EPS for shareholders of two companies under both the alternatives. Okay, we'll do that. We'll go one by one. First, we'll go with proportion of relative to EPS. Okay, so we'll start by first on the basis of EPS. Okay, so the first thing what we will do is the share exchange ratio, EPS of transferor divided by EPS of transferee. So EPS of transferor divided by EPS of transferee. Okay, remember one thing, if you write there that X is the acquiring company and Y is the target company. Y is the target company. Okay, you can just write them in a pencil also. Okay, just make sure you know which is acquiring and which is target. So EPS of transferor company, that is 2.25 divided by 4. So the answer is 0.5625 is to 1. Okay, I've already told you, if you compute share exchange ratio, two steps by default they will come. Second, number of shares issued. So go and check the transferors company existing shares. Those are 2 lakhs. So 2 lakhs into 0.5625. 2 lakhs into 0.5625. The answer will be 1,12,500 shares. Okay. Next step, total number of shares. Obviously post merger. For this you need to go and see the acquiring company shares. How much they are? They are 3 lakhs. So 3 lakhs plus 1,12,500. Okay, so this will be 4,12,500 shares. 4,12,500 shares. Okay, now what is the first question they're asking? They want the EPS after the merger. Okay, there are no merger gains in this. So what we'll do is the EPS of before the merger addition divided by total number of share. So how much is the EPS before? So 3 lakhs into 4 plus that will be 2 lakhs into 2.25. One sec. 3 lakhs into 4 and 2 lakhs into 2.25. 16,50,000. This is the post merger EPS. Post merger EPS 16,50,000 divided by 4,12,500, that is the shares, and the answer will be 4. Okay, I hope you have got this answer. That is the post merger EPS under alternative 1. Okay, now we go for alternative 2. That is the share exchange ratio is already given to you. That is how much? 0.5:1. I hope that's the ratio. 0.5:1. Okay, so next step will be what? Number of shares issued. Which will be how much? The transfer shares are how much? 2 lakhs into 0.5, which will give you 1 lakh into 0.5, which will give you 1 lakh shares. Okay, next, total number of shares, which will give you 3 lakhs plus 1 lakh. This will give you 4 lakh shares. Okay, now post EPS. So your numerator will remain same, that is 16,50,000 rupees divided by 4 lakh shares. What is the answer? 4.125. I hope you've got this. 4.125. Okay. So, to show, so they've asked one more question, and that is to show the impact on the EPS for the shareholders of two companies under both the alternatives. Now, it's a very tricky question. Remember one thing, for the first alternative, there will not be any impact. Why? If you remember the previous question, to maintain the EPS before and after, we computed the base for share exchange ratio on the basis of EPS. But right now, we have already computed on EPS, the base of EPS itself. So there will be no impact for the first alternative. But for the second option, which is 0.5:1, where is this? This one, there will be impact. So we will compute this calculation only. Okay. So impact of post merger EPS. Okay. First, we'll do it on this, the acquiring company, that is X Limited. Pre-merger EPS, post-merger EPS, and then we'll see whether this increase or decrease. Okay. Pre-merger EPS, it is 4, and there is an increase 4.125. Increase in EPS by 0.125. Okay, 0.125. Now, important. Y Limited, pre-merger EPS, post-merger EPS. See, basically, there's a calculation over here. Okay, please pay attention. The pre-merger EPS was how much? It was 2.25. Now remember one thing, while taking the post-merger EPS, you cannot take 4.125 because 4.125 is for the entire lot. These people have only got 0.5, right? So 4.125 into 0.5, and that will be rupees 2.0625. Okay, this is also called as the effective EPS. See, you know why you cannot take the entire EPS, right? Well, that is for the entire company. But the shares which are to be issued for the target company are only how much? 0.5. So the EPS has to be proportionate, and that is 2.0625. And there is a decrease in the EPS by how much? 0.1875. Okay. The next question is also from a study mat. Question number 12. Okay. The following information is provided in relation to acquiring firm Mark Limited and the target Mask Limited. So, Mark Limited is the acquiring company. Mark Limited is the acquiring company, and Mask Limited is the target company. Okay. Now, they've given you some information. Earnings after tax, number of shares, they've also given the PE ratio. They've asked you 5 questions. Okay. Now, we'll answer one by one. The first one, what is the swap ratio in terms of current market price? Basically, they're asking you share exchange ratio on the basis of the market price per share. Very, very simple. Share exchange ratio, that is MPS of transferor divided by MPS of transferee. That is, you don't have the MPS over, you need to compute the MPS. See, they've given you PE ratio. The PE ratio is how much? MPS upon EPS. You need to compute EPS full because you don't have EPS also over here. So how much will be EPS? Earnings after tax is 200 divided by 20. So this will be 10, and here it will be 40 divided by 10. Here it will be 4. Okay. And the market price per share will be 100 and 20, because MPS upon EPS, obviously you got the cross multiplication. Okay. Now this will be 20 divided by 100. I hope you got this. Transferor divided by transferee. This will be 0.2. That means 0.2:1. Okay, that's the first question answer. Second, what is the EPS of Mark Limited after the acquisition? So what I've told you, the moment you do share exchange ratio, two steps will be there. Now, number of shares issued. So go and check the shares of the transfer company. How much are they? 10. So 10 into 0.2, this will be 2. Total number of shares. Go and check the acquires company shares. It is 20. So this will be 20 plus 2, 22 lakh shares. Okay, these are lakhs. Okay, these are all lakhs. 22 lakh shares. Now, they want the post-merger EPS. So what you will do is, for the post-merger EPS, you will add total earnings divided by the total number of shares, which you already have. 22 is here. Total earnings will be how much? 200 plus 40. This will be 240. And your answer will be 10.90. 10.90. Okay, now this is your post-merger EPS. What is the expected market price per share of Mark Limited after acquisition, assuming PE ratio of Mark Limited remains unchanged? Very simple question. So they are telling the PE ratio is same. Now what is the PE ratio of Mark before the merger? They have already given, that is 10. So this is remaining same. They have asked you what is MPS upon EPS. They asked you what is MPS basically. So your EPS is how much? 10.90 and your MPS will be 109.09. That's your new market price per share, provided that the P ratio is the same. Okay. Determine the market value of the merged firm. So how will you do it? That is basically the market capitalization. Okay. So how will you do it? The market cap of the merged firm. Total number of shares, very simple, total number of shares into the post market price. Okay, 22 lakhs into 109.09. The answer will be 2,399.98 lakhs. This is the answer for the post merger, the market capitalization. Okay, and they asked you one more question, right? Calculate the gain or loss for shareholders of two independent companies after acquisition. So what you will do is you will compare the existing market cap with the new market cap. Simple. So particulars, I think the name is Mark Limited, right? Mark and Mask. Mark Limited and Mask Limited. Simple. So first write down number of shares. So Mark Limited has how many shares? 20. And Mask will have 2 lakh shares. So that's what we have issued, right? Next, the price. That is 109. Where is this? 109.09. Here also it will be the same. Okay, rupees 109.09. What is the value? 20 into 109.09, 2181.8, and here it is 109.09 into 2, that is 218.18. Now compare it with the existing market cap. Okay, very simple. Number of shares into market price per share. So go for Mark Limited first. Mark is how much? 20 into 100, that is 2000. This will be 2000. And this will be 10 into 20, which will be 200. So how much is the difference? 2000 minus 2181.8, 181.8, and here it is 18.18. Totaling same, it will become 199.98. So this is your final answer. This is what they've asked you. This is what they've asked you. Calculate the gain or loss per shareholders of two independent companies. So both are gaining. Basically, this was the existing market cap, and this is your new market cap after the merger. Okay. So both are gaining over here. Okay. So we'll stop here for the day. I'll meet you in your next session. That will be session number 4. Okay. In the meantime, please practice. Please write every sum without looking in the book. Okay. Thank you so much and take care.